One of Trump's main goals in Asia is to unite Asian allies to contain China. But his approach is more like a transactional approach rather than a traditional building of alliances. The core of the Trump administration's strategy in Asia in 2025 is to use economic cooperation as an incentive to solidify the U.S.-led Indo-Pacific order and limit China's regional influence. His main goals of the trip include first weakening China's economic dominance in ASEAN, where China has been the largest trading partner for the past few years. Trump hopes to cut some of ASEAN's supply chains dependent on China by signing bilateral trade agreements, hoping that the United States will then regain control. Second, Japan and South Korea met with Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi in Tokyo, promising to strengthen defense cooperation between the United States and Japan and relax some semiconductor export restrictions. Attending the APEC summit in Busan, South Korea, and arranging a meeting with Xi Jinping is intended to show that the United States still has the ability to dominate Asia-Pacific issues, not just confront other countries. It's a strategy of both competition and contact. Third, Trump hopes to send a signal to China that the United States' dominance of the region is still valid. Trump has repeatedly mentioned that the United States welcomes fair competition, but will not tolerate a rigged trading system, which is actually beating China. During his visits to many countries, he repeatedly emphasized the need to ensure the freedom and openness of the Indo-Pacific, a phrase often alluded to in U.S. diplomatic rhetoric to prevent China's expansion in the South China Sea and in the field of technology. However, Trump's method of winning over allies is different from how alliances are traditionally built, and he does not use security alliances such as NATO to unite allies like previous U.S. presidents, but follows a more transactional approach, exchanging economics for politics, using defense cooperation as a bargaining chip and multilateral meetings to center issues. Trump's approach has quick short-term results, but the problem is that it is not stable enough. Many Asian countries are willing to cooperate with the United States, but they do not want to offend China, and they tend to do it on both sides, which is the so-called balanced diplomacy.